And they'll send the slot in motion left. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. Finds his tight end, Ingram.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side to Lamb. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They will run for the first time here with White. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here, a 2nd and a few inches. The slot man in motion right. On second down, they'll run with White. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Now Wilson on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Okay, ready.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some space here. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there on the option. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Watson off play action. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's an early scramble reviewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain points.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Watson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They go up the middle with Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Watson. He finds his man complete. It's Grant. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion left is Wilson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show.
That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And Chubb will try the middle here. Room here to run. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Watson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The Browns had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Chubb on the counter. And some room to maneuver. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. CeeDee Lamb, 56 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down there by Jakeem Grant. And as far as return men go, there are few better in the game right now. The Cleveland Browns, they want to see if he can be as big a contributor on offense as he is on special teams, because that 4-3 speed, they have designs on that being utilized all over their offensive scheme.
On first down, Watson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. first down. Here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with White. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They run straight ahead here with White. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. CeeDee Lamb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Watson on 1st down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
At After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down and 8.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Come on, set.
In motion left is Wilson. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
158 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland First.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Running out of the gun with White. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Watson off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, that that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet first down.
Now it's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. In motion left is Wilson. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Ready, ready.
In motion left is Wilson. Now Wilson throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
From his end zone, Wilson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5,
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it?
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. On first down, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Open man is Uzomah. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing again on second down. Wilson finds his tight end Ingram. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again here, Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown! Zamir White, his first NFL reception, goes for 6.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.